The worst part was not the blood. It was the dirt under my nails. Even now, when I clean my hands, I feel like there is still soil there. Like it never came out. I was 19 when it happened. This was in Nalarigu, in the north of Ghana. I am not using fake names. If someone from back home reads this, they will know who I am. The chief's son was called Kojo. People called him a prince. He was not a king's son like in fairy tales. But in our town, that is what he was. His father controlled land, settled fights, decided who got help and who did not. If you were poor, you stayed on their good side. I was poor. My father died when I was 17. Snake bite. We had no car to rush him to hospital. After that, I left school and did small jobs. Sweeping the palace yard. Carrying crates during festivals. Running errands. Kojo noticed me because I never talked much. One night, a guard called me to the palace after 10 p.m. I thought maybe I had stolen something by mistake. My heart was beating hard as I followed him through the back gate. Kojo was alone in a small room. One bulb. Door closed. He asked me what people say about him. I told him I don't sit at drinking spots. I go home after work. He stared at me for a long time. You are loyal, he said. I can use you. That was the start. Soon there were 3 of us. Me, Yakubu, and another boy called Mensa. All of us with no strong fathers behind us. At first, it was just watching people. A teacher who spoke too much at meetings. A farmer who refused to release land. An assemblyman who asked questions about missing money. We followed them. We reported back. Kojo would sit back in his chair and listen. Sometimes he smiled. Sometimes he said nothing. There is an old folktale in our area about a wicked royal son. My grandmother used to tell it when I was small. She said the prince would test young men at night. He would make them prove loyalty by doing things they could not undo. Once you cross that line, you belong to him. I did not think about that story until the night the teacher died. Kojo told us to bring the teacher to him. Just scare him, he said. No blood. We waited outside the teacher's compound. It was late. Very quiet. When he stepped out to the back, we grabbed him. He fought hard. Mensa tried to hold his legs. I held his arms. Yakubu hit him with a stick to make him stop shouting. The teacher fell backward. His head hit a stone. The sound was soft. Not loud like in movies. Just a door knock. He stopped moving. I remember touching his face. His eyes were open but empty. I said his name. Nothing. Yakubu started crying. We called Kojo. He came fast. Looked at the body. Looked at us. You have crossed now, he said quietly. Not angry. Just calm. He told us to carry the body to the bush near an old dry well outside town. At first he wanted to throw him inside. Then he changed his mind. We bury. Wells can be checked. So we dug. The ground was hard. My hands tore open. The whole time, Kojo stood over us. At one point he said, "Now you are tied to me forever." We buried the teacher before dawn. But that was not the end. Just before sunrise, Kojo told us to dig him back up. I thought I heard wrong. We cannot leave him here, he said. Too close. So we dug again. The smell was already starting. We moved the body into his car. Drove to the main road outside town. There was a slope with loose stones. We placed him there to look like he fell. The next day, the town said it was an accident. He liked Pito. It was easy to believe. His wife screamed when she saw his body. I still hear that sound. That night, I heard breathing outside my window. Slow. Close. I thought it was fear. Guilt. But then Mensa came to me 2 days later. He said he hears it too. At the same time each night. 2 a.m. Breathing outside his door. Yakubu said he saw wet footprints near his window one morning. No rain that night. No water nearby. We started avoiding each other. We were scared to even talk about it. Kojo called us again. You look like ghost, he said. Remember, if you speak, you disappear. After that, things got worse. The teacher's brother started asking questions. He did not believe it was an accident. He said the head wound looked wrong. One night, Kojo told us we needed to handle him too. I refused. I said I was sick. I said my mother needed me. Kojo stood up and slapped me. Hard. You think you can step back? He asked. He told Yakubu and Mensa to go without me. That was the last night I saw Mensa alive. The next morning, news spread that Mensa's body was found near the river. They said he drowned. But I knew Mensa could swim. Yakubu came to my house shaking. He tried to run, Yakubu said. Kojo pushed him. He said after they attacked the teacher's brother, Mensa panicked. He said he could not do this anymore. Kojo chased him toward the river. There was shouting. A struggle. Then silence. Kojo told everyone it was an accident. Now it was just me and Yakubu. The breathing got louder after that. Not just outside. Inside. One night, I woke up and felt weight on my chest. Like someone sitting on me. I could not move. I could not shout. I heard breathing right in my face. Then I heard a whisper. Why? Not angry. Just sad. I knew that voice. It was the teacher's. A week later, Kojo died. They said it was a car crash on the road to Bogatanga. Rainy night. Lost control. Hit a tree. But a trader who was walking near that road said something strange. He said the car was driving straight. Then suddenly it swerved hard, like someone grabbed the steering wheel. He said he heard screaming. More than one voice. When they found the car, the doors were locked from inside. Kojo was alone. After his death, Yakubu left town. I stayed a few more months, then moved to Kumosi. For years, the breathing stopped. I got married. I had a daughter. Tried to live normal. Then, 10 years after the teacher died, I went back home for my mother's funeral. That night, I slept in my cousin's hall. At exactly 2 a.m., I woke up. Breathing. Inside the room. I forced myself to turn my head. In the dark, I saw a shape near the door. Not clear. Just darker than the dark. It moved toward me. My body felt heavy. I could not shout. Then I saw another shape behind it. 2 figures. One stood still. The other leaned close to my face. I smelled wet soil. Then I heard 2 whispers. You dog. You left me. I started crying. I said I was sorry. I said I was young. I said I was scared. The weight on my chest lifted. The shapes moved back toward the door. Before they faded, I heard one last thing. He is not with us. I did not understand then. 2 months after I returned to Kumosi, I got a call. Kojo's grave had been opened. Not by people. The cement was cracked from inside. The coffin lid broken. But his body was still there. Except his face. The face was gone. Police said animals. Maybe water damage. Maybe thieves looking for charms. But the grave was sealed tight. Since that day, the breathing has changed. It is no longer sad. It is angry. And sometimes, very late at night, when my wife and daughter are asleep, I feel dirt falling lightly onto my blanket. Like someone is digging.